At Hyperbiotics, we believe a gentle birth is beneficial for both mother and child. We decided to support Bumi Sehat because of the work that Robin Lim and the other midwives are doing to offer loving prenatal care to disenfranchised families in Bali, Indonesia. Bumi Sehat provides healthcare they would otherwise not be able to afford. Through Robin's love and specialty in midwifery, women from all over are able to have healthy pregnancies with regular checkups and beautiful natural births that help to support an infant's health for a lifetime. At Hyperbiotics, we are thankful we are able to offer our probiotics to these families and have seen the benefits firsthand.
Bumi Sehat is a collection of dreams and visions and people who really care about healthcare as a human right. We provide community health services and we provide childbirth services including prenatal care, prenatal yoga, postpartum care, breastfeeding support, and birth. And all of our services are free or by donation. People who actually beg in the streets can come here and have their baby and they get the same VIP service, the same loving, gentle childbirth service that anyone who comes here from any country. Because getting a gentle, natural childbirth is so important for the mother and the baby. People come from all over the world now to have their babies here. This little boy's parents are displaced people. They actually come from Lombok. They don't have money to pay a hospital. And you know that here, if you don't have money to pay the hospital, you can't take the baby home until you've paid the bill in full. We have the clinic in Aceh that has all the same services, and it's 10 years now since the tsunami. We were one of the earliest responders. Everyone says the tsunami's over, but it's not over for the people who lost their children, their families, their homes, their livelihoods. So we're still there. Last year in the Philippines, we had 105 plus incidents of human services and patient care, meaning meals delivered and solar suitcases set up to get other clinics and midwives up and running so they had lights. Over 5,000 water filters were distributed. We try to do whatever we can to end suffering. When these little beings come in, they're the most dynamic possible system you can imagine. And we know from physics that the startup conditions will profoundly affect any dynamic system. What's more dynamic than a human being? And so at the time that a baby's born, when they have a gentle landing, this child and all of the babies born here will have an intact capacity to love and trust. If the baby's cord is cut immediately, and they take the baby over there and they weigh the baby and they measure the baby, guess what? Baby doesn't care what she weighs, how long she is. And then they put the baby in a little box separate from mother. And babies don't understand time. They have no concept of, oh, later I'll be back with my mom, who's my whole universe. They only know mother. So they go from this beautiful, protected, kind of tight little cave, and then all of a sudden they're in this big room with bright lights and loud voices and taking them away from their universe, from their mom and everything they've ever known. And when that happens, the trauma is so profound that babies, again, they don't say, okay, later I'm gonna see my mom. Later I'm gonna smell her and she's gonna hold me and I'm gonna go to my milk, because they come out when they're hungry. And I'm gonna have that beautiful mother connection, family connection, father. So important. And when they don't have that, they shut down. And for many of us, it takes 30 or 40 years just to heal our trauma from birth. So this little boy is getting a really ideal start. You know, he's got a mom who's dedicated to breastfeeding. He had a beautiful natural childbirth. His mom was singing, and his dad sang the azan in his ear when he was born. He's kind of a perfect example of what we're doing here. His mom will go home with probiotics. She came in off the street saying, is it true I can have my baby for free here? We even have people say, is it really true? Because it's clean, how can it be free? And we say, of course it's free. And so, but she'll go home with good prenatal vitamins that we have our moms take postnatally, and she'll go home with probiotics. By being born naturally and then breastfeeding, you get all those immunities from the microbes in the vagina, all the way through to the beautiful, unbelievable ingredients in breast milk. Everything the mother's immune to goes into her colostrum especially, and then into her breast milk. And that goes in and gives the baby that immunity, that natural immunity. The probiotic qualities of breast milk going right into that baby from the mother. Now, if the mother's digestion is good and she's getting probiotics, then she's also passing those on through the breast milk. The recorded number of babies dying from infant formula side effects in Indonesia per year is 300,000. Yeah. So anything that can be done to actually counteract the downward spiral of any breastfeeding problem that could lead to weaning or could lead to failure to succeed in breastfeeding is really important. It's why we're obsessed with breastfeeding here, and we have a 100% breastfeeding rate. You know, there's so much cesarean birth now, and we know that when the baby doesn't get the biogenome, the microbes of the vaginal passage into life as nature intended it, then there's gut problems. So you see a lot of people, in fact, a lot of the young people on this island with big issues are those who have been born by cesarean. So since we've been giving our moms these beautiful probiotics that have been donated so generously, we've seen first trimester, the nausea, the inability to digest food, the throwing up everything, every sip of water has been much less. We have women who went from not having an appetite because they were afraid to put things in their mouth to women who were eating and glowing. Second trimester, that sort of heartburny thing that happens, the women are reporting that their heartburn is less. I want my pregnant moms and all of their children to be more vital, to be strong and healthy and intelligent and happy.